right? And that's what it's all about, and it's good that you said that, too. Now, I go back and look at the record, you know, when you went and you won the 2010 National Junior Championships, you know, you beat Sean Simpson from Chicago, and it was a pretty lopsided score. It was like 15-3. So
I was reading on you guys' I think on your guys' website, and I guess he was a favorite one to win.
Yeah, like we have our man around the world, Michael Smith. He like does a review for us, which we greatly appreciate. Michael Smith, folks, like I said, I want to give Michael a shout out. The guy is like a very, you know, detailed person. Like he's in there, he studies film. He goes on, like I said, DC amateur boxing. He studies a lot of film. He's privy to get a lot of international boxing stuff, which I can't get, which I'm trying to get. But you know, he reviews here and there. And so Gary, you said that you read one of his reviews, and he had Sean at the top. Did that kind of light a fire under you and go out there and do something?
Yeah, a little bit. I was just like, man, I guess I'm just going to have to fight that much harder.
All right, so it seems like you're motivated. So it doesn't seem like you have like a chip on your shoulder, but it seems like you're more like, all right, you know what? I'm not mad that you don't think I can do it, but I'm going to just show you that I can do it, and then after I do it, I'm going to, you know, sit back and, you know, feel good about myself. Do you kind of get like that, not cocky, because there's nothing wrong with cocky when you can back it up. I just call it just being really confident. But when you can go in there and kind of prove the, well, you know, the critics wrong and come out on top, does that really, like, push your motivation and just push your confidence, like, to the next level where you feel like the next time you go at it, you're just on that, you're feeling it at all cylinders, that no one can really get in your way, that no one can really stop you if you're just at that level, if you're just at that zone.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Because, I mean, I don't know Sean Simpson, and then, like, they were, like, real loudmouths and everything, and then just one thing led to another, and then kind of just, like, a little arguments, fighting, and then we just let it all handle in the ring, and like I say, thank God I put out a pretty good victory, you know, 15-3. I was able to outbox him pretty bad, because from what his coaches were telling us, they were expecting for us to go in and pressure. That's what they were telling us, that we needed more experience to understand how they fight, that they don't fight kids, that they fight men. Like, that's what his coach was trying to tell us, to throw us off our game. But me and my dad were just, like, laughing at him the whole time.
And it's good to hear, like, you know, it's comforting to hear, you know, a young man as yourself with such a good mindset, you know, with such not only a passion for the game, but a respect for it, you know, and you can hear it, you know, in your voice when you talk about, like, the training with your father and Mr. Aleman at the gym, and, you know, how you prepare for it, you know, like, you know, it's really comforting to see something like that. And I just want to say I really appreciate that, Gary, and, like, you know, like, you really represent, like, a strong role model for a lot of these bantamweight or intermediate boxers, like the 8 to 10 or like the 11 to 12 that are moving up. So hopefully that, you know, if they get a chance to listen to the show, they can hear how you talk about it, you know, and like the respect that you have for it, and like how you just go into it and just, you know, pretty much just, you represent the sport in a good way. And that's like really encouraging to hear, man. And I hope people tell you that as well, you know, after they listen to the interview.
Yeah, all I really got to say is for the people that are moving up in weight, just, you know, I'm not one of those people who like to be cocky, because I've seen a lot of people get to a point where they get too cocky to where they think they're just the best. Honestly, like, I'm not trying to say I'm not good or anything, but I'm just there's people who get way too confident, way too cocky, and then they can't learn how to lose. Once that loss comes, or once anything comes, they just lose it. They want to quit. They just don't want to box no more. It's like, I would recommend for a lot of the fighters to stay confident but humble. That's all I could really say.
And that's great advice, man. It definitely is, because, you know, if you get to that, like I said, cocky's all right. You know, some people say, it's okay to be cocky if you can back it up. I like to say if you're very confident in your abilities, you know, but if you don't have that, I guess, that humbling factor inside, if you do take that loss or if you do take that setback, sometimes mentally, like I said, it's not only physical, it's mental as well. And if you can't come back from that mental blow, you know, it can really take you down. Like, if I go into a pro example, like with Prince Nassim, like, I was a really big fan of Prince Nassim when he first came out. You know, very brash, very cocky, very out there. You know, when he beat Kevin Kelly, even though he got a couple of knockdowns because his style, you know, the way he was off balance, and he got himself caught. So when you got to the ring, no, go ahead, Gary.
Oh, no, I said they both got dropped. I remember that fight was a good fight.
Yeah, they both like took their drops, and Hakeem came on top. But when he got into the ring with Barrera, and I remembered it, and it kind of reminds me like how you said with Simpson's team, who was like kind of mouthing off and saying this and that. And a lot of people don't know about the background of the Marco Antonio Barrera and Prince Nassim fight. When when Barrera lost to, I want to say, Junior Jones, he got knocked out, I think. And Nassim walked up to Barrera and told him that, I want to say it was a right hook. He said, you got to watch out for that right. In a kind of a cocky way. He's kind of like being really, cocky. I can't emphasize anything more. And Barrera remembered that. And folks remember when Barrera and Hakeem fought, Barrera put on a clinic. A lot of people think that with Barrera that he's just a brawler, like he's not really a boxer. People think about his wars with Eric Morales. Barrera went out there and put on a clinic, folks, and pretty much won every round and just embarrassed them. And Nassim never came back from that match. I think after that match, he retired or he fought somebody else, and he didn't have a really good showing. And you see, like, mentally, he never recovered. And what Gary is talking about is, like, if you can prepare yourself physically and also mentally and have that humbling factor, and if you can take that fall, if you can rise back up. Like the great boxers are the ones who might have taken a fall, but the ones who get back up and they keep going again. I think that's the most important part. Now, Gary, you're getting ready to not defend your junior Golden Gloves title. You're actually going to go out there to get another championship at a different division. So how's training going for you for that, and how are you preparing for that?
Well, honestly, I feel stronger right now at 119 because, at 114, I would hit hard and I was quick. But at 119, this is like my natural weight right here. I don't have to worry about none of that cutting weight, no gaining weight. It's just like, just relax, eat healthy, eat good, and then I can just weigh in and still be on my way. Everything's just good right now. This is just going to be the perfect weight for me. I'm strong at it. I'm as fast or maybe even faster than I was at 114. I hit a lot harder, and I'm just, in my mind, I'm preparing myself more mentally because, to me, it's not really about how hard the fight is or how easy it is. It's just the experience that you get out of it, because all this experience in the future ends up helping you out, because all my experiences that I got from about 8 to 13, 14 years old, from like 1 or 2 national tournaments that I may have won or lost, that helped me out a lot. It just showed me that it takes that much more to just come out on top, and a lot of people don't recognize that. So that's all you got to do. You got to train that much harder, because while you're slacking off, your opponent's still training.
Yep, you're right. Like I said, it's so amazing. It's like really comforting just to see the maturity level that you're showing, Gary. And I guess that comes from not only like the people that are around you, but just like how you growing up as well. And like that's really encouraging. Like your parents should be very proud, like as well as your training team too. All right, now you're going to go for the Junior Golden Gloves. Now I know that the Ringside World Championships is the next month. Do you think that, depending on how successful you are at the Junior Golden Gloves, would you take that trip out to Kansas to compete? Out to Missouri to compete for the World Ringside World Championships?
Really, it's not about like the trips or how big they are. It's just like, I know a lot of people have like the money to do a lot of this, but it's like me and my dad, my dad and Frank, we're kind of like on one of those low budget money things, like it's kind of hard for us to be making it to all these tournaments, because over here in Fresno the economy is pretty bad right now. Our business ain't going as good as we hoped it was this year, and it took a lot of money for us to get to the Junior Olympics, and we weren't gonna make it. But thank God everything came out good. We came out on top, and we're just trying to. We're probably going to throw a few car washes before we leave, probably try seeing if we could get a sponsor or something so we could get at least enough money to be able to go to the Junior Golden Gloves. And, if we have money to go to the World Tournament, that would be tight. I've been wanting to go to that for like the last 3 years, but, it all matters on how the economy is. If we don't got the money for it, there's always next